Welcome back to our channel, where we explore the wisdom of ancient philosophy to navigate modern life. Today, we're diving into the world of relationships through the lens of Stoicism. But before we start, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the bell icon so you won't miss our future videos. Imagine waking up one day and realizing that your relationship, which once was full of love and understanding, is now filled with problems and misunderstandings. It's a sudden discovery that leaves you feeling lost and confused. But what if I told you that these problems are not just obstacles, but opportunities? Opportunities for growth, understanding, and deepening of your relationship. This is where the wisdom of Stoicism comes in. Stoicism, an ancient philosophy, teaches us to focus on what we can control and let go of what we can't. It's about finding peace within ourselves, regardless of our external circumstances. Now, let's apply this wisdom to our 10 common relationship problems. Number 1. Communication issues. Stoicism teaches us to listen more than we speak. It encourages us to understand before seeking to be understood. This principle is rooted in the wisdom of the ancient Stoic philosopher Epictetus, who once said, "We have 2 ears and 1 mouth so that we can listen twice as much as we speak." So the next time you find yourself in a communication breakdown, take a step back, listen, and try to understand your partner's perspective. Remember, it's not about winning an argument, but about understanding each other better. Practice active listening. This means fully focusing on your partner, avoiding interruptions, and responding appropriately. It's about showing empathy and understanding, which can significantly improve communication in your relationship. Also, remember to express your thoughts and feelings honestly, but tactfully. Use I statements instead of you statements to avoid sounding accusatory. For example, say, "I feel upset when," instead of "you always." By applying these Stoic principles to your communication, you can transform misunderstandings into opportunities for growth and deeper connection. Number 2. Trust issues. Trust is a fundamental pillar of any relationship. Stoicism reminds us that trust is earned through consistent actions over time. It's not something that can be rushed or forced. It's built slowly through honesty, integrity, and respect. Remember the words of the Stoic philosopher Marcus Aurelius: "Never esteem anything as of advantage to you that will make you break your word or lose your self-respect." In the context of relationships, this means being true to your word and actions. Consistency in this can help rebuild trust. But what happens when trust is broken? Stoicism also teaches us to forgive, understanding that everyone makes mistakes. As Seneca said, "To err is human." It's important to remember that forgiveness is not just about the other person, but also about freeing ourselves from the burden of resentment and anger. However, forgiveness does not mean forgetting. It means learning from the experience and setting boundaries to prevent future breaches of trust. It's about growing and evolving together, even through the tough times. So if you're dealing with trust issues in your relationship, remember the Stoic principles of consistency, forgiveness, and growth. They can guide you in rebuilding trust and strengthening your relationship. Number 3. Differences in values. Differences in values can indeed lead to conflicts. However, Stoicism teaches us to respect and accept differences, understanding that everyone has their own unique path in life. As the Stoic philosopher Epictetus said, "It is not things that disturb us, but our interpretation of their significance." So, if you and your partner have different values, it's important to have open and honest discussions about them. Understand where each other is coming from and why these values are important to each of you. Try to find common ground. Even if your values differ, there are likely areas where they overlap. Focus on these shared values as a foundation for your relationship. Remember to respect each other's values. You don't have to agree on everything, but it's important to respect your partner's right to their own beliefs and values. This respect is a fundamental aspect of love and understanding in a relationship. And finally, see these differences not as a source of conflict, but as an opportunity for growth. They can help you both to learn, evolve, and become more understanding and compassionate individuals. Number 4. Money matters. Money can often cause tension in relationships. It's a common source of disagreements, and if not handled properly, it can lead to serious conflicts. However, Stoicism offers a different perspective on this issue. Stoicism encourages us to focus on what truly matters in life: virtue, wisdom, and inner peace, rather than material possessions. As the Stoic philosopher Epictetus said, wealth consists not in having great possessions, but in having few wants. So how can we apply this wisdom to our relationships? First, it's important to have open and honest discussions about money. Discuss your financial goals, your spending habits, and your financial responsibilities. Transparency is key in avoiding misunderstandings and conflicts. Second, practice contentment. Understand that the desire for more can often lead to unnecessary stress and tension. Learn to be content with what you have, and remember that the most important things in life aren't things. And finally, remember to be fair and considerate. In a relationship, it's important to consider each other's needs and wants. Be willing to compromise and find a middle ground that works for both of you. By applying these Stoic principles to your financial matters, you can transform money from a source of tension into a tool for building a stronger, more harmonious relationship. Number 5. Lack of quality time. In our fast-paced world, finding quality time for each other can be a challenge. However, Stoicism offers a valuable perspective on this issue. Stoicism reminds us of the importance of being present and making the most of our time with loved ones. As the Stoic philosopher Seneca said, "The whole future lies in uncertainty. Live immediately." So how can we apply this wisdom to our relationships? First, prioritize quality time with your partner. It's not about the quantity of time spent together, but the quality of that time. Even a few minutes of meaningful conversation can be more valuable than hours spent together in silence. Second, plan your time together. It could be a regular date night, a shared hobby, or simply a quiet moment over a cup of coffee in the morning. The key is to make it a priority and stick to it. And finally, be present. When you're with your partner, be fully there. Put away your phone. Forget about your to-do list and focus on the here and now. Listen, engage, and show your partner that they have your full attention. By applying these Stoic principles to your relationship, you can ensure that lack of quality time doesn't become a problem. Remember, it's about being present, prioritizing, and making the most of the time you have together. Number 6. Intimacy issues. Intimacy issues can be a significant challenge in relationships. They can stem from a variety of factors, including past experiences, fear of vulnerability, or lack of communication. However, Stoicism provides us with valuable insights on how to navigate these issues. Stoicism teaches us to be open and honest about our needs and desires. It encourages us to express our feelings and thoughts without fear of judgment or rejection. As the Stoic philosopher Marcus Aurelius said, "Dishonor lies not in the deed, but in the need to hide it." So, if you're facing intimacy issues in your relationship, start by opening up to your partner. Share your fears, your desires, your dreams, and your insecurities. Remember, vulnerability is not a sign of weakness, but a testament to your strength and trust in your partner. But being open is just half of the equation. It's equally important to listen to your partner. Practice active listening, showing empathy and understanding. This can help foster a deeper emotional connection. And finally, remember that intimacy is not just physical, but also emotional and intellectual. Share experiences, learn together, support each other in your individual pursuits. This shared journey can lead to a deeper, more fulfilling intimacy. By applying these Stoic principles to your relationship, you can overcome intimacy issues and build a stronger, deeper connection with your partner. Number 7. Unrealistic expectations. Unrealistic expectations can put a lot of strain on a relationship. They can lead to disappointment, resentment, and conflict. However, Stoicism provides us with a valuable perspective on this issue. Stoicism warns us against placing unrealistic expectations on others. It teaches us to accept people as they are, not as we want them to be. As the Stoic philosopher Epictetus said, "Demand not that events should happen as you wish, but wish them to happen as they do happen, and you will go on well." So if you find yourself dealing with unrealistic expectations in your relationship, start by having an open and honest discussion with your partner. Share your expectations, understand each other's needs and wants, and work together to set realistic and achievable goals. Practice acceptance. Understand that your partner is a unique individual with their own strengths and weaknesses. Accept them for who they are, not who you want them to be. And finally, find balance. A relationship is about give and take. It's about balancing your needs with the needs of your partner. It's about understanding and respecting each other's boundaries. By applying these Stoic principles to your relationship, you can manage unrealistic expectations and build a stronger, more fulfilling relationship. Number 8. Constant arguing. Constant arguing can drain the joy out of any relationship. It can create a hostile environment where love and understanding struggle to thrive. However, Stoicism provides us with a valuable perspective on this issue. Stoicism encourages us to choose our battles wisely, understanding that not every disagreement needs to turn into an argument. As the Stoic philosopher Marcus Aurelius said, "You always own the option of having no opinion. There is never any need to get worked up or to trouble your soul about things you can't control." So, if you find yourself in a cycle of constant arguing, take a step back and ask yourself, is this argument really necessary? Is it worth the stress and tension it's causing? Sometimes, it's better to agree to disagree and maintain peace. Practice active listening. Often, arguments stem from misunderstandings. By truly listening to your partner's point of view, you can understand their perspective and find a middle ground. And finally, practice empathy. Try to understand your partner's feelings and point of view. This can help reduce conflicts and foster a more loving and understanding relationship. By applying these Stoic principles to your relationship, you can break the cycle of constant arguing and build a stronger, more peaceful relationship. Number 9. Neglecting each other's needs. Neglecting each other's needs can lead to feelings of dissatisfaction and resentment in a relationship. However, Stoicism provides us with a valuable perspective on this issue. Stoicism reminds us to be attentive to our partner's needs, understanding that a relationship is about giving, not just receiving. As the Stoic philosopher Marcus Aurelius said, "What is not good for the swarm is not good for the bee." So, if you find yourself neglecting your partner's needs, start by having an open and honest discussion. Understand what your partner needs and wants from the relationship. Remember, it's not just about your needs, but also about your partner's. Practice empathy. Try to understand your partner's feelings and needs. This can help you become more attentive and responsive to their needs. And finally, show your love and care through actions. Small acts of kindness, words of affirmation, or spending quality time together can go a long way in meeting your partner's needs. By applying these Stoic principles to your relationship, you can ensure that both your needs and your partner's needs are met, leading to a more fulfilling and balanced relationship. Number 10. Growing apart. Growing apart can be a painful experience in a relationship. It can happen when individuals evolve in different directions, leading to a sense of disconnection. However, Stoicism provides us with a valuable perspective on this issue. Stoicism teaches us that change is a part of life. It encourages us to embrace change, rather than resist it. As the Stoic philosopher Heraclitus said, "No man ever steps in the same river twice, for it's not the same river and he's not the same man." So if you find yourself growing apart from your partner, start by having an open and honest discussion about the changes you're experiencing. Understand that it's natural for individuals to grow and evolve over time. Try to find new common interests or activities that you can enjoy together. This can help you reconnect and grow together despite your individual changes. Practice acceptance. Accept your partner for who they are becoming, just as you accept yourself for who you are becoming. Remember, love is about accepting and embracing each other in all our evolving glory. And finally, remember that growing apart doesn't necessarily mean the end of a relationship. It can be an opportunity for a new beginning, a chance to rediscover each other and build a stronger, more mature relationship. But here's a twist. Did you know that the Stoics viewed relationships not just as a source of personal happiness, but as a form of duty to the community? Yes, for them, maintaining healthy relationships was a way to contribute to society. So, the next time you face a problem in your relationship, remember the Stoic way. See it as an opportunity for growth, focus on what you can control, and remember your duty to your community. Thank you for watching. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and share it with someone who might benefit from it. Until next time, keep growing and keep learning.